Alright, so that's what an underwater volcano looks like. Not very impressive because it's underwater. But yeah, there's a what do they call it, an exclusionary zone. It's about 0.8 mile radius all the way around the volcano that they don't want you to sail through. And then it expands to I think 2 3/4 mile radius when it's active. And I think the last time it was active was in the mid 80s, I think. So we're not chancing it. We're staying out of the zone. And approaching Grenada. So that island right there, that's Grenada. We got about, I don't know, 5 more hours before we get to our anchorage. If we don't turn the motor on, we've been sailing for the past few hours. Very light day. Currently we're doing 4.5 knots, which is pretty fast for today's sail. And let's see, winds of 10.5 knots, which has been on the higher end for today.
However, Selena's kicking our butt.
Yeah, Selena's kicking our ass. They're ahead of us pretty far. I guess they're better at sailing in light winds, or I don't know, we're heavier than them. We're still full of fuel and water, so. But usually we can outrun them under heavier winds. But our boat's bigger, so our hull speed is faster, so that probably explains that. So, alright, as long as we're staying in the 4s, I'm happy. Once we start falling below 4 knots, it gets a little antsy. Alright, we'll let you know if we see anything cool.
Good morning. So we made it to Grenada. We are actually on a mooring ball in St. George. Grenada's Beach is right up there behind us. And
The harbor's pretty nice.
yeah, it's the harbor in front of us, and the marina's kind of off to the right over there. And over here, straight ahead, is the cruise dock. We're actually headed over that way right now because on that side of the town there is a fresh market this morning. Yesterday we went to the grocery store and there was like nothing. So we're hoping to find some fresh vegetables over here this morning before we leave and head to Prickly Bay.
Chicken.
So we're in the like downtown St. George area where there's fresh market stuff going on. There's like vendors everywhere. So I guess she said take a left. I'm guessing here.
They were wanting us to go, like when we're up here, take a left to the fish market. So we're down further than what they said.
Okay.
I think they were at the taxi dock. Yeah. Right.
Oh my God. So AJ's having a moment this morning with his hair, which I don't blame him because it's getting pretty long. And we happened to walk into this place and found
he said, if I see a place, and then 5 minutes later.
Yeah, he did. He said, if I see a place, I'm getting this haircut. And then we walked in the door and there was a place. So now he's getting his haircut. And like, I can see his scalp.
You should leave it like that. Leave it like that.
It's so short. Like they're like shaving it long. This guy's probably like, well, I don't know what to do with his hair. I know. He's gonna be so much happier.
He's gonna love it.
New AJ.
Oh, it's great.
It looks good. It looks fine. He's- Cruise ship dock. Did a little beach day today. Good morning. I think it's Sunday,
This Sunday,
August,
July 23rd.
July 23rd. We just left St. George, Grenada, and we're heading around the corner to check out Prickly Bay, see if we can find a place to anchor over there, or one of the bays nearby. So we made it into Grenada, what, 3 days ago?
Something like
I
that.
think 3 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 nights on the morning ball.
Yeah, we've just kind of been hanging out on this side of town. It's a really nice beach over here. It was a little rolly. Last couple days have been better. But there's a tropical, something coming in. Just tropical wave. Don't expect it to be significant, but we're really exposed out here. And like I said, we don't know there's going to be really a whole lot of wind, but there will be definitely some waves and some higher seas, and it could get really kind of rocky. So
This is a rolly as hell anchorage.
yeah. Well, there's tons. I mean, it's just open wide to the ocean. So
The bay's supposed to be rolly too. So
I think everything in Grenada is rolling. So we're just gonna go check it out. There's another bay right before Prickly. True Blue that might have some space, and then there's a bay actually right after Prickly where Secret Harbor is that also looks like it has a pretty decent anchorage. So if we can't find anything in Prickly, we'll go check out one of those. I mean, honestly, I think we'd be happier in one of those. I don't think Prickly Bay is going to be exactly what Tori and Will are expecting it to be. It's more like it's almost like, what was the place we were at in Puerto Rico?
Salinas?
Salinas. Yeah, it's kind of like Salinas. It's just really closed in, and there's just not a lot in the bay. Like, there's not a lot of bars or stores or accessibility to stuff other than boat repair things. So, but either way, that's where we're heading. It's about 7 miles from here, so should take us about an hour, 2 hours.
No wind. We got, what, 4
Yeah,
knots?
there's three or 4 knots of wind, so we'll be motoring most of the way, which means, we should be able to motor around 5 knots and get there in a reasonable amount of time. We wanted to go really early this morning, just because we're not sure what we're gonna find when we get there, and if we have to regroup and go to another place, we wanted to make sure we had time to do that. So, all right, well, we're here, full circle.
Yeah.
In 7 miles, we will truly be
I got a
full
haircut.
circle. Yeah, AJ got his haircut yesterday. We were wandering around downtown. They had like a big farmer's market kind of thing.
Yeah, I was done with it too. Literally 5 minutes before we walked into the barber. I said, I'm done with my hair. If I see a barber,
I see anybody cutting hair on the side of the road, he said, I'm getting it cut. And like 3 minutes later, we walked through a door into the back of a like mall thing, and the first place on the right was a barber. So
walked straight in and sat down.
Yeah, those guys looked at him like, what is this old white guy doing in here? So,
he needs a haircut. That's what he needs.
Anyway, we did that, and then we went actually and checked out the tattoo place that AJ had read about, and seen some good reviews on. We hit our 5,000 miles, and he really wants to get his swallow.
My swallow.
So we're both looking at that. So we may get that done at some point before we leave. I don't know when. And that's about it. Just wandered around the town. Found a couple of fresh things. Okra is very plentiful here, which is nice. I can't find lettuce, and very few tomatoes, and no squashes or zucchinis, but there's lots of okra. And I love okra. So I had some last night. I actually roasted it. It was really good. So when we get where we're going, if there's a vegetable market somewhere nearby, I'm gonna look for some more of that. I'm not sure if I can, well, I mean, I know I can freeze it, because you can buy frozen okra, but I'm not sure how it would freeze and then roast. So I don't know, I have to do some investigating on that, because it would be nice to have some vegetables. All we've got are canned veggies right now. I expected that to be a lot more prevalent here, but it's just really not. So anyway, we'll talk to you soon, and you'll see what we see.
See you back.
This is St. George Harbor, Great Eyes Beach. I don't know how you say it. Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Great Eyes Beach. It's probably one of the prettier beaches here, I think, in Grenada. That's where we hung out a little bit there yesterday. All right, well, we've made it full circle. Right back there, I think, is the ball. Is the ball that our boat was on when we bought it. Right off of the University Club. We're back here in Prickly Bay. We just kind of made the loop around the bay. We're gonna head back to the little beach bar that we were at when we came down to do the survey on the boat. So, sit out at the beach there, maybe have something to snack on, a cocktail. And looks like we might have a little rain coming in this afternoon. Yeah, you look out there, it's kind of cloudy.
Those things over the mountains doesn't seem to really pass them.
Yeah. So anyway, we're here at least for a couple of days. Not sure if we'll stay here, if we'll wander out a little bit.
We'll wander a little bit before we park for.
We'll get in touch with LTD Sailing on Monday, and just kind of find out where the ball is that we would be staying on.
Yeah, and we meet our old our captain too. His boat's here.
Yep, his boat's right near where we are actually. He says he's house sitting right now, so he's not on the boat. But yeah, full circle.